Hey everybody, this is Sunflower again. This is a battle with Fleyz4305. He's actually an extremely motivated Maple Story player. I'll leave the link below in the description. You check him out or battle him. He's a pretty good battler since I battled with him. He improved a lot more than lot since I battled him actually. Anyways, I lead with SK. He lead with the Oxy Speed. I'm going to go straight for the Ice Beam because I am holding Focus Sash. And he switches to Chansey, which is going to wall things. So you know what? These things usually have like Stealth Rocks or something, so I'm going to taunt it. He was going to T-Wave it, so I'm like, okay, that's not bad at all. So I'm going to switch out now to my Hammer yeah. And he switches out to Heatran. We did both double switch. I didn't really predict that double switch, but I'm like, hey, it is not bad. So I went for the Mach Punch because it's just as good. And he goes to his Carfagarous to wall that Mach Punch. I'm like, okay, this is not cool. I was predicting a burn, so I'm going for the payback first to see how much damage it did. It did like about 1/3, I mean 1/5, so it's not too bad. But he's mummy activated. I'm like, oh crap, how does it burn me? But he went straight for a Calm Mind, so I'm like, oh dear, just a Calm Mind called Fogerus. I hate these things. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play with you now. So I'm gonna switch out here because playing with this thing is not cool. I go my Gliscor and I need to throw Fling a Toxic over, and he Toxics me, which is just as good actually. I'm getting Toxic. I get double Toxic, so it's not that bad. Anyway, I'm going to Fling a Toxic over because giving him a Toxic is just as good. And yeah, walls with getting Toxic is always a good thing for me, but bad thing for him. So he goes for Shadow Ball. I was like, hey, it's not a bad idea. I poison him, he's going to Shadow Ball me. And he crits me. I'm like, wow. I was sure I would live one, but it's fine, I guess. It live one, but it was like it was a crit, so kind of got annoying. But it happened, you know what I mean? Now I'm going to my Ferrothrone. I'm gonna get a free Stealth Rocks up. Now he goes to his Breloom, knowing that I can't do anything here. So I'll go to Stealth Rocks, and he's gonna sit here. I'm like, oh crap. And I see the poison heal, well, toxic on him. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in and hope he spores me. He goes to a spore. Technically, I did have a Gliscor to wall his Breloom, but that's not gonna happen this time. It just got created earlier. So I got sleep and I try to wake up that turn. Now I'm gonna go for a switch here. And while he switches to Heatran, I go back to SK and we actually did a double switch here. I'm like, oh crap, this is not a good switch on my part. So I'm gonna go my Chansey. He goes straight for a Fire Blast because it's not gonna do too much damage. Chansey, plus he has this awesome special wall skills. But anyway, he goes to his Breloom. I'm gonna do a double switch with him, I believe here. I do a double switch with him here. I go to my Burrows, which is my Salamence, and I'm like, okay, this is not that bad. I'm gonna predict him to predict me to use a Dragon Claw or something else. So I will go. He'll go for his Heatran. So he went for the Earthquake, but he went for his Bulky Wall, his Carfagarous. I'm like, lame. I hope it was better if I was using something else, but it happens. Anyways, I'm gonna switch now to my Ferrothrone, my T Thomas here. Hope to get us some wake up here. Now he goes back to Deoxys. I totally forgot his Deoxys was still alive. I was like, oh crap. Um, I was like, oh, you know what? I could have a fire. I know what kind of Deoxys this is, so I'm just gonna stay in for Gyro Ball because Gyro Ball. He went for the Stealth Rocks, which is not just as bad. And now I'm like, oh crap, he's gonna switch now. I'm gonna Gyro Ball again, try to wake. I do wake up, which is cool, and I go to Gyro Ball, and he switches to Heatran. I'm pretty sure this Heatran Scarf, and that did a lot, to be honest. So I'm gonna switch to my Chansey here, and he predicts that extremely well, an explosion. I was like, oh my gosh. And if I stayed in, Higgs Explosion would have done absolutely nothing. That's like epic prediction on his part, but Explosion kind of sucks in this game, so yeah. But to be honest, if this is Gen 4 with Evil Like Chansey exists in Gen 4, I think it'll bring it to red. But anyways, I see this Deoxy speed and I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to bother to switch. I do have a physical wall, but then again, I don't want to see incoming moves. So I'm going to stay in and let the Chansey die. And he goes for and I'll go to Burrows. And he was like, huh, why do you choose Burrows? Why do you use on Salamence? Are you Scarf? He was asking me. I'm like, I don't know. So I went to Outrage. Of course, I am Scarf. I do outspeed it. Kind of sucks for him. He wasn't max speed. I believe that he was a mixed attacker. And we have an Outrage out because Outrage is going to kill everything that he has. I know Heatran's dead, so there's nothing to stop my Outrage. I get a Mummy, which doesn't really matter, to be honest, because, yeah. Anyway, I got confused, which kind of sucks. I was hoping for I get another outrage, and I see this Latios come out. I'm like, Latios. Anyway, so I switched back to my T Thomas to wall his Draco Meteor or his Hidden Power. I don't know. Well, I don't know actually. I was just wall his Draco Meteor. I was scared of the Hidden Power Fire. My bad. Let me rephrase that. Anyway, um, yeah, that Latios was holding life form. I was like, oh, okay, that's. I was gonna risk a hit on the outrage over confused, but I was scared to hit myself. But I go for the Gyro Ball, and he switches to the Breloom, and the Breloom didn't take it too well. He goes to the Spore, try to like get me sleep. Now I was like, man, I really, really hate these Breloom. They're so annoying. And you know what? I'm gonna switch out now because I'm gonna SK. SK could probably wall this Breloom here. And I was like, oh, you know what? If you Cease Bomb, I'm pretty sure I'll live. Like, I'm pretty sure because I'm actually made this SK a pretty bulky Pokemon. Yet it is pretty bulky itself. So it's fine. Anyway, I'll go for the Ice Beam and breaks his sub. He goes for the C-Bomb. If it dies, I'm fine. If it doesn't, too bad then. I did with 5 HP, which is, oh my god, not bad. That's pretty cool. And I go to Ice Beam, and he goes to his Chansey. His last Pokemon is Chansey, and I was like, yeah. Ice Beam doesn't like what? Not even like 1/8 of his HP. And I go for a Taunt to see what he's gonna do. He's off ball. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna Thunder Wave him, predicting a switch or something. But he stays in. I was like, oh my god, he has an attack move. He goes for something toss, and he's like, oh right, Frost is a ghost Pokemon. Totally forgot about that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get you Ice Beaming it and taunting it now. No point. And he predicts out really well in the taunt part and goes to Latios. And he was like, okay, in his mind, he was like, okay, he predicted that pretty well on my part. But the thing is, he didn't know that my SK is faster than his Latios because I'm timid. And too bad for him, I did outspeed it, and I do kill his Latios, which kind of sucks for him. And he knows he can't really do anything at this point because I can finish him off with my Salamence. So it's just a good game, and just for this, like good game, Tony or Fleyz. He's a good battler. You can check him out. He does have some own battles on his videos. If you enjoy Mabel's story, go check it out. Also, he improved a lot more, and his narrations are a lot better than mine. So keep checking it out. I will see you guys later. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Bye.